Introduction to JavaScript fundamentals, the core building blocks of an web. So in this first we are discussing about the language of the web. JavaScript is a programming language used to make web pages interactive. Runs directly in your web browser, making it incredibly powerful. It is what makes website dynamic. Think, think animations, forms, and updates without reloading the page. From a simple animations to complex web applications, JavaScript is the engine that brings a website to life. It makes websites so affectionately visible with a neat animations and neat effects. Next, one of the most important topic is variables. Variables is nothing about storing your data. In day-to-day life, we store our things in some containers, same as well as in programming language. We store our data in variables. There are two kinds of variables. When for changing values we use let. For constant and fixed values we use constant. When we declare the variable let, that means we can change that value in any time of that program. When you constant fixed, when you use it constant variable, you cannot change the value of that. There was a best example I have written. Let greeting. I use it let and mentioning hello. That means I can change that in any time I want in the entire program. And coming to the constant, I use it constant pi. In general, in our universe, the value of the pi is fixed of 22 by 7 or 3.14. So these are the fixed values that we cannot change. For example, root 2 is a constant value and many more like that. Coming to the next topic, arrays. Array is a handling list of data. An array is an ordered list of element. Think of it's like a grocery list. Stores multiple values in a single variable, keeping related data together, accessing individual items using an index, which always starts from zero from the first item. That means, in for example, we have an n elements. The value of the first element starts from zero and ends with n minus one. Arrays are always dynamic. Dynamic, you can easily add or remove the items when we are needed or not needed. Here are the some list of arrays I have mentioned, like let movies. I use a let. That means I can change that array anytime I want it. I am mentioning console.log movies of zero. That prints an inception, and movies.push that adds a dune into that movie. Movies.console. So the output will be the dune will be added at the last, and the complete output will be written as mentioned here. Sorry. Going to the next one, function reusability blocks of code. Functions are a set of instructions that you can define once and then run again and again. They are a core of efficient programming, or that organize and reduce repetition. They help keep our code organized and prevent you from writing the same instruction multiple times. Inputs and output functions can take inputs like parameter and gives the outputs like a written value, making them versatile. Here are the program that I have written. I use it as parameter and it will give an output in terms of a written value. Hello plus name plus exclamatory mark that gives an hello name apostrophe. So that is a concatenation of two strings. Moving to the next concept. Objects is nothing but describing things with the properties. Objects group related data and the functions together by using a keep value pairs. They are perfect for modeling real world things. Each key is like a label, and the value is the transformation associated with the label. Think of an object as a single identity with various characteristics. Access data within simple object using a dot notation. Example laptop dot brand is the program that I have given. You can see and you can understand thoroughly. So this was an example that I have given for you. And moreover, one of the most important topic in our programming language is loops. Loops is nothing but the name itself. It was the loop. It is a repeating actions. Loops allows us to run the same code multiple times without creating it. They are incredibly efficient for a repetitive task. For loop is a great when you know exactly how many times you need. When we know the range, when you know this much time I should run the program, then you can use a for loop. You can also use a for of loop. For loop is perfect for iterating each time in an array of the collection of elements. So this was the two for loop and for of loop. So in this entire course, what we have learned, let's see. We learned about variables, store data, arrays, store of list of data, functions, store reusable of code, objects, store related data, loops, repeating of code. So that's the end of this. Thank you.